Well, there's no question in our mind that over time, the skill of being able to lead a team of people at a distance is going to become more and more important. More and more of you are going to be doing it more and more of the time. So there's no doubt in terms of our own career advancement, we got to get good at these skills. And the challenge is that it's harder to see and be seen when we're not in the home office. You want to say more about that?
Yeah, there's a couple of things. One is that we've always known that in order to advance your career, you need to be seen by the right people. You need to be seen as a contributor. You need to be seen as somebody who gets the job done. And how do people see you when you're on the other side of the country? So there has to be an awareness of, am I tied to the larger organization? Am I creating positive opportunities for people to notice my work and, and know that I'm interested in climbing that ladder? I mean, that's a big part of it.
Yeah, and I think the key there is to recognize that we're not suggesting this to come at this from a place of ego or to try to become very political, if we want to use that word with a capital P. But sure. What I would say is that the challenge for you, if that's you, is to be really clear about your intentions and to really think about the big picture. You have to do what you can to understand the big picture at a higher level. And then, doing great work and creating great results isn't always enough, but it's got to be where we start.
Well, I think there are two things in what you just said there, Kevin. The first is that if you are interested in a career path, if you are interested in working inside that organization and promotion,
yep.
It helps if people know that. Right? So
don't just assume.
Don't just assume. So if you are interested, that goes with speaking to your manager or to other people in the organization. Are there projects I should be working on? Are there tasks I could be taking on? Are there development things, training that I should be taking? And let people know that you're interested, because it's out of sight, out of mind to a great degree. The other part of that, I think, is making a conscious effort to stay in the loop with the larger organization. A lot of people kind of welcome working alone or working from home because they don't have to listen to the gossip and they're not caught up in all of the capital P politics. And yet, if you aren't aware of what's happening in the organization, it's really difficult to see where you can add value, to understand what's going on. And again, you become out of sight, out of mind.
Yeah, so I think the thing is, we didn't really just say anything that wouldn't apply if you worked on site with those other folks. But what you have to do now is be way more intentional about it. If you want to have people know what your goals are, then you have to share it and you have to take the opportunities to do that. Not wave your arm like Mr. Cotter, ooh, 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 but just to let people know at the right times in the right situations and look for those internal mentors that can help you along the way. None of that is precluded by you working remotely, but you have to be far more intentional in order to make it happen. Remember, the skills that you're gaining, getting good at leading a remote team, are extraordinarily valuable and will become more valuable in your organization. And you've got to overcome some of the challenges that come with not being where the action is, if you will. If you do those things, there's no reason that having a remote assignment can't be a great boon to your career path.